Hi guys, this is Jamie from BroadwayWorld UK and we're here at the Queen's Theatre for an exclusive chat with David Thaxton.
My name's David Thaxton and I play Javert in Les Miserables.
So obviously you are no stranger to Les Mis. Can you tell us a bit more about your journey with the show?
My journey with the show, my God. So basically I saw the show when I was young and, you know, before I got into Radiohead and things like that. I was mad musical theatre geek when I was like 12, and we went to see it loads, and I just remember thinking it was just awesome and wonderful. And then I was, many years later, having been thrown out of Hull University and all sorts of stuff, I was at the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama doing vocal studies, proper opera, and I got a job doing the opening of the Wales Millennium Centre. So I got 2 weeks off college, and the guy that directed that is a guy called Ken Caswell, who was the original Bishop of Dean originally in the Barbican. And he went on to direct the show in town and all over the world, and I got a bit drunk at the after party and I said to him, "Okay, I want to do something else." So he got me an audition for Miss Saigon. There was a tour of Miss Saigon happening at the time. He said, "Oh, you'd be a great GI," and I went along for that. Funnily enough. And they said, "You're not right for Miss Saigon, but you are right for Les Mis, we'll give you a ring." And I thought, I'll never hear from them again, but they did, and 7 auditions later, I got in, and so I left college and came to London to be in Les Mis. I played Courfeyrac and Bamatabois, and I understudied Andras and Bishop.
You've gone away from the show, come back and played different roles.
Yeah.
How has that experience been? Has it been quite weird? Because obviously you have a perception of the show, you've done it with a particular cast in a certain way, and then to come in and play someone else.
That's you make an interesting point there, actually. I mean, it's a great show for that, because as you age as a person and as an actor, then there's something else in the show that suddenly you come into contact with and that you're right for. So it's fantastic from that point of view. But you make a very interesting point about different casts, and you learn. It's weird because everyone. I was talking to Sam Hiller, the resident director, about this, and everyone who's been in this show has their own sort of ownership of Les Mis and what they think Les Mis is and what it should be and how it should be done, and that's nearly always informed by the people who you've been in it with. So everyone, I just know this is true, everyone will have their own, this is the person who's best at this and this is the person who's best at that. So it's quite difficult. It can be quite difficult if you have a really strong vision and you had these amazing experiences and you learned so much, and I've learned so much every single time I've been here. So when you come back, it's weird, and you have to learn how to embrace new approaches and different things. I mean, it helps that every time I've come back, there's been someone here that I've done it with before. So, and this time around with Killian Donnelly as Valjean, it's very cool because we were in it 10 years ago when it was Killian first came over from Ireland. His first job, he was a swing here when I was on drugs. So we made friends. So it's very cool. Love Never Dies. I did 6 months, and it was fun. There were a great cast. It was very cool working with Ramin Karimloo. He's a lovely guy, and it was nice, really good getting to play opposite him. It was great. I had a very nice time. It was fun.
And also, in 2011, you won your Olivier Award.
Yes, it was very cool. It was very surreal, very odd thing. You don't ever. Nobody goes into acting for awards or any of that kind of stuff. So it was very real honour. It was just an honour, such a cliche, isn't it? It was just an honour to be nominated. But it really was. It was such I couldn't really get my head around it. And then winning it was really surreal. It was the coolest part about that whole experience was getting to work with Steve Sondheim. That was, he's sort of a hero of mine, still is, obviously. That was here. He's great. He's really nice. WMW Workshops is a performance training company that my wife Nancy Sullivan and I set up 2011, I think. And it snowballed from, we did a performance class. One of Nancy's private students went to a song class with a couple of West End performers, and she said she paid a fortune. She was up there for like 2 minutes, and she said it was just a really rubbish experience. So she said, you and David should do one. So we tried it. So we charged half the money for half the people and twice the time. And it's evolved and snowballed into this. It's something I'm just so incredibly proud of. It's unbelievable. It's basically our whole remit is about making top level acting and performance training affordable, because it just isn't. It isn't. It's naked profiteering left, right and centre, and I just think that that's not right. We do acting for camera, we do musical theatre stuff, we do straight acting stuff. We're starting a year's course, 40-week, 3 days a week, part-time year's course, which we're currently accepting auditions for. But yeah, I would, if anyone has an interest in performance training, in honing their craft, in getting on in the industry, come and see us, because it's become something really, really, really cool. But, WMWworkshops.com. We're called Divisions. We are 5 of us who we all went to school together, so we've all known each other since we were either 12 or 8 or 4, or in the case of Adam and Matt, 0, because they're brothers. And it all started. Matt and I were really close at school, and we were always sat next to each other in music classes. Just do all our stuff together, and then we went away to uni and bought guitars, as you do, in that horribly cliched way, and started writing songs. And so we started writing songs when we were 18, and we've sort of been at it ever since, on and off. It has a sort of sporadic nature to it, because it would be different if we were all 17 years old and all lived on the same street. But you know, we're not. We're all 35, and all 5 of us live all over the country, so it's a bit like trying to get Monty Python in the same room, and the 5 of us meet up. But when we do, it's totally worth it. So we released an album a couple of years ago called Distance Over Time, our second album. We've written all the songs for it. We're going to record it soon, and hope to get that out this year. So it's very, very, very fulfilling, very rewarding, and I just love it. And it's made all the more special because it's for people that I've known for so long. And I think it's very rare that you have friends that you've known since you were 8 or 4 or whatever. So I think that's a really cool thing.